Well, minutes after federal regulators voted to dump net neutrality rules, which affect just about everything you do on the internet, critics promised to fight. The rules took effect a couple of years ago, and they've kept internet providers from charging higher fees for certain content, or, for instance, blocking or slowing traffic to competing websites. Net neutrality supporters say the rules have made internet access fair and equal for everyone, and that abandoning them could drive prices up higher for consumers. Opponents argue net neutrality hurts investment in broadband networks. Either way, the argument clearly is not over. Attorneys generals in 2 states have already promised suits challenging today's federal government decision. Deirdre Bolton from the Fox Business Network is live with the news. She's in New York City. Hey, Deirdre.
Hi, Trace. Well, you said it. It is going to be a showdown. So the vote came down as expected, 3-2. The companies that are happiest about this repeal of net neutrality are Verizon, Comcast, and AT&T. So they're going to have the right to charge the Netflixes of the world or the Alphabet YouTubes, Facebooks of the world for their heavy usage. Google, Amazon, Facebook, Netflix, they actually all supported net neutrality, the rules that were put in place in 2015. But even though they supported those rules, they're going to benefit from the demise because those tech companies have such deep pockets. They can easily pay any increased fees that Verizon or Comcast or AT&T might levy. So the companies that are going to be hurt by the repeal, they are the next generation ones. So if there's a future competitor out there right now to Google or Amazon or Facebook or Netflix trying to build itself up, that fledgling company, that's the one that may not be able to afford fees that Verizon, Comcast, and AT&T now have the power to demand. Trace?
And what about the customers, Deirdre? What does this mean for us?
Yeah, we're all going to pay more. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line outcome. So especially if you are, let's call it a heavy user. In Portugal, believe it or not, this kind of experiment is already live. So Portuguese consumers, they pay for their internet service in tiered bundles, similar to the way that TV channels are grouped by cable providers. We know that world well. So in other words, if you use a lot of broadband, you are going to end up paying more. Now, today's vote, as you alluded to, just the beginning. You have consumer advocacy groups. They are almost certainly going to file suits. You named 2 states. Members of Congress, particularly Democrats, they are likely to introduce legislation to try to overturn this ruling. So in some ways, Trace, we're just at the starting line. Back to you.
Deirdre Bolton from the Fox Business Network. Deirdre, thank you.